Hi, welcome to today's video where I'm going to be showing you how to use charcoal disc and loose resin or herbal incense. I did cover how to use incense sticks and cones in a previous video, so the link to that is below if you want to check it out. Today it's more about how to use the complicated side of incense. This can maybe be the side of things that beginners especially may well shy away from, because it seems a little bit scary and it is a little bit more risky in terms of a fire hazard. So this is where I'm going to show you how to do it in a safe way, in a responsible way. And also I would say if you suffer from asthma or COPD, I would probably shy away from this because of the amount of smoke that you're going to have. But if it's a strong hit of incense with lots of smoke, maybe you're cleansing your space, maybe you've just moved to a new house and you want to really deep clean it spiritually, this is the method I would recommend because you're going to get a lot of smoke with using loose incense. So let's get straight to it, shall we? So firstly, I will show you the blends I have chosen, and the good thing about working with loose resins and loose herbs is that you can actually tailor make your own incense blend. So I've gone for St. John's wort, which you can see the herbs inside. This one is a protection resin which smells really nice. And this one is a personal favourite. This is Cathedral, and it does smell like when you walk into a cathedral or a church. And you can mix them together, which is what we're going to do today, to have a little bit of everything. Now, we don't currently sell the loose resin incenses. We used to a long time ago, and then we had a little bit of a problem trying to get a hold of them because of the way the supplier sort of changed things. I am going to try again though. Fingers crossed we will be able to. But if not, if you're struggling to find a good blend of incense, I do know a couple of small businesses, so if you want a recommendation, just leave me a comment and I'll happily link you to their shops. We do, however, sell the packs of charcoal, and we also sell the cauldrons to burn them in, because you will want something that is a fire resistant material. I find a cauldron works best. So let's get started. We're going to light this up. I'm going to show you how to do this. This may take a little while to get going, so you are going to need patience if you're using this form of incense burning. As always, make sure you've got a window open when you do this. So to burn your charcoal disc, you're going to get your lighter and you're just going to burn it on one side to begin with, just as I'm doing here. And you can see the sparks coming off. This is completely normal. And we're just going to hold that flame there until we start to see the red ember. Can you see that on the bottom? I'm going to tip it up a little bit here so we get the same on the top as well, to ensure for an even burn. Like so. Now you can kind of see where we've hit it with the lighter because it is a little bit more pale. We're starting to get that red ember coming through. Can you see that? Next, what you want to do is blow on it so that it keeps the fire burning. There we go. And you may begin to feel the heat rising through very slowly, because obviously, as heat does, just be careful when you're holding it because it can come through quite quickly. But just keep this side lit and keep it going. Now I will come back once this charcoal disc is ready, but this is pretty much the process to follow. Once it starts getting hot towards the middle and you have a little bit more ash coming through, that's when I would place it in the cauldron, but we're going to get to there anyway, so I'm going to show you that in a sec. Can you hear the crackling noise? Now, even though you can only see the ember on here, I can start to feel the heat touching my finger, so I'm going to put it in the cauldron now. But you can see that the ash is starting to form. It's beginning to spark in places as well. So just gently put it in the cauldron and just keep blowing on the top to make sure the embers go through. Now you can see the charcoal disc in there is burning away. Just keep very gently blowing on it, and what we're waiting for is for the whole charcoal disc to turn that white ashy grey, because that will be the perfect time to put the incense on the top. So we've probably got another few minutes to wait, and then we can do that. Whilst our charcoal is burning away, we can prepare what we're going to put on it. So I've got some little tiny tongs and a little tiny spoon, and we're just going to fill the little spoon up, because believe it or not, you really don't need much when doing this, of some little bits of herbs. So we've got a little bit of the St. John's wort in there. We're then going to put a little bit of the protection resin incense. There we go. And we're going to top it off with some cathedral. These are larger chunks, so just a couple. One little tiny one. There we go. And I find it's better to do it little bits at a time. You don't really want to chuck a load of herbs on there, because it's just going to waste them. Some of them aren't going to burn, so it's better to do it in little bits like this, where all of the herbs can burn through, and then if you need to top it up again, you can very gently scrape the burnt herbs off the top of the disc and then refill it, as long as it is of course still burning. So let's check on that charcoal disc now. It's pretty much ready, and it's important to note that this will get very hot. The cauldron will get hot as well, so just be careful when you're handling it. But let's put our resin on there now. This is what you're looking for, can you see? So where the red is, that's about charcoal any moment now. So let's put the resin on top. Go. As you can see, that begins to burn and smoke very quickly, and it is very, very strong. So make sure that you have your window open. I apologise for any noise, but obviously I am burning this, so I need to keep it well ventilated, and I'm going to make use of this. So I'm going to quickly cleanse my living room. I will be back in a sec. Doesn't that look cool? And there you have it. That is how to burn loose resin or herbal incense on charcoal in a safe way. I hope that this video was useful. I also want to point out that it's not just a cauldron you can burn it in. There are specially made metal brass burners that are used for charcoal incense. They're always coming up with new things all the time. So make sure that you shop around and you find the right vessel that you want to burn your charcoal and your incense in. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider subscribing. It really helps us grow, and let us know what favourite incense you like to use and why. What's your favourite herbal or resin incense? Leave us a comment. It'd be really nice to hear from you. Take care, and may the road rise with you. Bye.